Thank you for visiting my channel. Before we start, please hit the subscribe, like, and share buttons to receive notification of future presentations. Our topic for discussion is the general application of Philippine criminal law. From Criminal Law 1, we learned that the characteristics of criminal law are 1. General, 2. Territorial, and 3. Prospective. Today, we will talk about the characteristic of generality. Territoriality and prospectivity are subject matter of separate presentations. Legal basis. Article 14 of the Civil Code provides penal laws and those of public security and safety shall be obligatory upon all those who live or sojourn in the Philippine territory, subject to the principles of public international law and to treaty stipulations. Generality means Philippine criminal law binds everyone within the Philippine territory regardless of nationality, race, or status, subject only to treaty-based and diplomatic immunities. In plain terms, if you are inside Philippine territory and you commit a crime, Philippine criminal law applies. Passport color does not matter. Who are covered? Filipino citizens, foreigners including tourists, residents, transients, stateless persons, and corporations to the extent penal laws apply. As long as the act is committed within Philippine jurisdiction, Philippine criminal laws govern. Exceptions to generality. Generality is the rule, but international law carves out limited exceptions as follows. The first exception is treaty stipulations. If a treaty provides immunity or a different rule, the treaty prevails. Example, Visiting Forces Agreement or VFA, which is thoroughly discussed in the topic of territoriality and diplomatic relations treaties. First among the diplomatic relations treaties is the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations, 1961. This is the most important and most cited treaty. What it does, it grants criminal immunity to diplomatic agents, it protects embassies and official residences, and ensures diplomats can perform functions without intimidation. Example, a foreign ambassador in Manila commits an offense. Philippine courts cannot exercise criminal jurisdiction. The remedy is declaration as persona non grata and expulsion. This convention is the primary legal basis for diplomatic immunity in the Philippines. Another diplomatic relations treaty is the Vienna Convention on Consular Relations, 1963. It offers limited diplomatic immunity. What it does, consular officers enjoy functional immunity only, and immunity applies only to acts performed in official capacity. Example, a consul commits an offense outside official functions like maybe personal bar fight. Under this treaty, he may be prosecuted under Philippine law. Another diplomatic relations treaty is head of state or special mission agreements. Special treaties or agreements may grant temporary immunity to visiting heads of state, special envoys, and delegation members on official mission. Example, a foreign president visiting the Philippines on a state visit is immune from local criminal jurisdiction during the visit. The second exception to the rule on generality is diplomatic immunity. Under international law, ambassadors, ministers, and diplomatic agents are generally immune from Philippine criminal jurisdiction. They are not above the law. They are subject to the laws of their home state, not ours. For example, a foreign ambassador in Manila runs over a pedestrian while drunk. Rule: he is immune from arrest, detention, and criminal prosecution in the Philippines. Philippine courts have no jurisdiction. And what is the remedy? Declare him persona non grata and require departure. Embassy staff is covered by full immunity. Example, a diplomatic attaché commits estafa while assigned to an embassy. Rule: as a diplomatic agent, he enjoys full criminal immunity. He cannot be tried under the revised penal code. Family members of a diplomat also enjoy full criminal immunity. Example, the teenage child of an ambassador commits theft in a mall. Rule, immediate family members forming part of the diplomat's household also enjoy the same immunity as the diplomat. Official acts of a consular officer. Example, a consul falsifies documents in the performance of consular duties. Rule, covered by functional immunity, immune only because the act is official. Consular officer acting in private capacity. Example, a consul punches someone during a private altercation. Rule, no immunity. He may be arrested and prosecuted under Philippine criminal law. Embassy premises and property. Example, police wants to search an embassy building for a suspect. Rule, embassy premises are inviolable. Philippine authorities cannot enter without consent. Diplomatic vehicle. Example, a diplomat's car is involved in a traffic violation. Rule, vehicle cannot be searched or seized. Traffic fines may be diplomatically requested but not enforced. Loss or waiver of immunity. Example, a sending state expressly waives the diplomat's immunity. Rule, immunity may be waived only by the sending state. Once waived, prosecution may proceed. The third exception to the rule of generality is sovereign immunity. A foreign sovereign or head of state visiting in an official capacity is immune from local criminal prosecution. Legal basis. International law principle. Sovereign immunity is anchored on the maxim par in parem non habet imperium, or an equal has no authority over an equal. Under customary international law, one state cannot exercise jurisdiction over another state without consent. Another legal basis is the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations, 1961. While mainly about diplomats, it reflects the broader rule that state representatives acting in official capacity are immune from local jurisdiction. And finally, we have the 1987 Philippine Constitution. Article 2, Section 2 provides the Philippines adopts the generally accepted principles of international law as part of the law of the land. Sovereign immunity, being a generally accepted principle, is automatically incorporated into Philippine law. Scope of sovereign immunity. Immunity applies to foreign states, heads of state, governments and government agencies, and officials acting in official capacity. Examples: foreign head of state. A sitting foreign president visits the Philippines and allegedly commits an offense. Effect: immune from Philippine criminal jurisdiction. The remedy is diplomatic, not judicial. Foreign state as accused. A foreign government-owned vessel causes damage while on official mission. Rule: no criminal or civil jurisdiction if act is governmental. Consent or waiver is required to sue. Official acts of state agents. Example: a foreign defense official signs a military agreement in the Philippines that later becomes controversial. Rule: immune since the act is an official act of state. Commercial activity exception. Example: a foreign government-owned airline operates commercial flights and commits fraud. Rule: no immunity. Commercial acts are iure gestionis, not protected. Waiver of sovereign immunity. Example: a foreign state enters into a contract expressly submitting disputes to Philippine courts. Rule: sovereign immunity is waived. Courts may assume jurisdiction. Doctrine. Philippine penal laws are of general application and bind all persons who commit crimes within the Philippine territory, regardless of nationality or status, subject only to recognized exceptions such as diplomatic or sovereign immunity under treaties or international law. Philippine jurisprudence. The Supreme Court consistently recognizes sovereign immunity in both civil and criminal contexts, especially when acts are governmental or iure imperii. The following are relevant jurisprudence on the matter. Thank you. If you find this presentation helpful, please subscribe to receive notification of future lectures.